Good morning, students. Have a nice day. How are you? You are also looking fine. Someone without a mask, some others with corona, COVID-19 positives or negatives. Sit down all. Sit straight, Subham. You are standing just like the old woman. Okay. Very nice. Have you seen? Hope you all have done well in the last examinations. Wishing you all success for the new academic year 2021 and 22. God bless you. Stay blessed and stay safe. Obey your parents and teachers not to make noise in the classroom. Fine? Okay, proceeds. In the last class we have discussed about the participles, its kinds, functions, uses and difference between gerund and present participles. Present participles ends with ing form, gerund also ends with ing form. Gerund is used as an noun, participle is used as an adjective. So functions of a gerund, where it will be functions, how it performs, in what way. Number one, a gerund is used subject to a verb. Subject to a verb. Example. Example tell. We can tell. You know, smoking is injurious. Injurious to health or for health? Why not for? Maybe when your question coming 4 marks editing, this kind of question coming written here. Smoking is injurious for health. Edit. For also good. To also good. But for is used positive in sense. Lifebuoy for health. Yeah, in advertise. Lifebuoy for health. Lifebuoy is not to health. It is for health. Why? It is for positive in sense. Anyone can use sanitizations or mask. It is for health. Good for health. But here, why to? Those will addict with this kinds of attitudes, smoking or liquoring or etc. Their health will be suffer. Those are not taking, not. So here, smoking is your subject. Verb is subject to a verb. Which verb? Is. Smoking is your subject. So here gerund is used as a subject. Okay. Object to a verb, number 2. Object to a verb. You know subject object? What is subject object? You know not? I like, what like? Listening. Listening. Where we find question is what? Definite in the sentence, object is there. Without object, a sentence cannot be completed. If there is object, we call that verb transitive. No object, it is called intransitive. In voice change you have read. Keep your mask in pocket. Okay. So if a subject, an object having a verb having object is called transitive verb. Verb having no object is called intransitive verb. Here which object? Listening. What listening? Music. Who listening? I. What? Listening. Okay. What are you doing? Listening. What listening? Music. Who listening? Where question is WH, who? Subject is there. Where question is WH, what? Object is there. It's subject, verb, object. Here it is listening is your object. Object to a verb. Which verb? Like. Got it? Next, number 3, sentence complement. If there is a sentence, there is no object, how can we complete sentence? With the complement. Example, my hobby is singing. What is your hobby? Singing. My hobby is singing a song. It is your complement, song is your object. Okay. So, here singing is gerund, is used as a complement of the subject my hobby. Complement means a word or a group of a word that complete a sentence. How we can call it complement? Again, I am giving one example here. You see, I eat. Sentence not complete. Complete. No object is there, no complement is there. Suppose you are writing, I eat pizza. Sentence completed. Here pizza is object, but no object is there. We need complement. What? I eat in a restaurant. It is called your complement. I read. No, I read. No object is there. No complement is there. I read a book. Object is there. I need a complement. I read in a school. Complement. Understood? No. So, we want to make a sentence complete either by an object or with a complement. So, here gerund is used as a complement to complete the sentence. Next, object to a preposition. Object to a prepositions. You know prepositions? As an object to a preposition. What is preposition? Who can tell? Who can tell what is prepositions? It is a part of speech first. Yes or no? It is a part of speech. A word is used in between noun or pronoun with some other words in a sentence. Isn't it? Have examples. He is good at painting. He is good at painting. Gerund, object, verb, subject, and also object, prepositions with some other words. So, art is used to make relationship between noun or pronoun with some other words in a sentence is called prepositions. Here, painting is become an object of a prepositions. What he is good at? What?
Painting.
Object. We are using what question na? If we want to confirm about the object, we have to make a question. Who is good at?
He.
Subject. What is good at?
Painting.
Painting. What is used for painting? Object. Who is used for? Subject. So, who is generally used for noun as a subject? What is generally used for object? Understood or no? Next. Understood all of you?
Yes.
Up to this much 4 is important for you. This is more about gerunds as used as a noun in a sentence, as an object, as in prepositions to help the preposition as an object of a prepositions, object of a verb, subject to a verb, again complement. Okay. Thank you all. This is more about your non-finites, infinitive, participle and gerund. Clear? Thank you. Have a good day.